This is the third of the trifecta. We are here for the Savage Circle
Hi.
podcast. We got DKLonely here.
Hey, everybody.
You know what I mean? And we are socially distanced. I am on one wall. He is on the other.
That's right.
Far
That's,
away.
that's right, government.
Yeah.
Okay. We're
Yeah.
playing by your rules.
Exactly.
Okay.
Operating within the moral confines of appropriate behavior.
Moral confines.
You like that one, don't you?
A little bit more than I should.
Hey man, it is what it is. Still got to shout out DUI. You know what I mean? LG. You know what I mean? There's a couple of the faces behind the scenes. The wife injured as well, of course.
Hello, L. I don't know these other people, but I know Jenny. Hey, how's it going, everybody?
Yeah.
Nice to meet you again online
Yeah.
this time.
I'm just sipping on my fermented beverage.
Fermented beverage.
I refuse to give. I'm not naming specific names except for the independents and those who are sponsoring me. I think that's an appropriate course to take.
Wow. All right.
I mean, I'm not anybody much right now to the views of most, but to the handfuls and handfuls of the blog's fans, I'd rather mention those names than the people that are just making a buck off my back without cutting any slack.
Of course. You can't be doing this for the expedience.
Oh no, well, I see there's different ways to do it, and either way, the cat's gonna get skinned. I'm just tired of being the cat that gets skinned,
True.
So that being said, I just gotta, make the movements necessary. Now we were supposed to have Itami jump in here at some point in time. I don't know where he's gonna be, but his weekends are always occupied.
Shout out Tommy Two Lungs. You my homie.
Yeah. Man's got a few things going on. The whole Black Rabbit music group, they got some things happening. Light Spectrum's been on a couple collaborations with Ezza, I believe, recently.
I love Light Spectrum and Ezza.
Yeah. Definitely a tandem. The vibes are us.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Also, shout out to Ezza for dropping his new album,
Yes.
Just Before Dawn, Second Wave, out on all platforms. Okay, super dope. I would totally check that out.
smarturl.it/ Just Before Dawn, Second Wave, or the Second Wave.
Second, yeah.
Either
just Before Dawn, Second Wave. Google that shit.
Google that. You'll find it. All right. So we're missing some of our affiliates at this junction because life has happened and we're all still living, but we had to adjust. We had to call an audible. So actually we've known this weekend was gonna come for a minute, so we just kind of have planned for it. It's interesting to see how it's played out. L is right now still cooking.
Of course. Shout out LG.
Shout out LG, you know what I mean?
Doing this cooking thing.
Speaking of cooking, you're just working on a couple of beats there. Well, just getting the stems to, I guess, master it.
That's right.
Man, that's anything you want to speak on where it comes to those?
Well, a good magician never reveals his secrets, and I can't let the ops know my moves, man.
All right.
You know some you know some of my movements with people and that.
Yeah.
But fuck.
Yeah, you can't let too many people know.
I think I might be done producing music for now until I get into a better space, like I said earlier.
Okay.
I tried, man. I really tried with everything here. I tried to do what I wanted to do this entire time, like make the tide raise all ships.
Yeah.
Not everybody wants to play nice.
Can't get it. Diplomacy is a lost art, I find.
Yeah, no shit.
Diplomacy is definitely a lost art. It's
I'm definitely not that good at it.
well,
Clearly.
well, everybody has their skill set. It's just a matter of how effective it is where it comes to their plight. And I think like the way people have spoken about you in the last year might lead you to think otherwise about your career. But it's definitely it's a shock to the system to hear that. You know what I mean? That's the course you're gonna take. But again, it's just you know what I mean. Everything has its cycle. You know what I mean, everything has a cycle. So if you want to take time off to do whatever you're doing, then you know what I mean. Advance yourself in other ways. Then by all means, like for what it's worth, you have my blessings, and
Thank you very much.
I hope it
I appreciate
bring,
that.
I hope it brings about something fruitful for you.
It definitely will.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, side note, I didn't even show you. I got a little commercial for the sharetheshock.ca website. I gotta upload that and release and preview it. But I wanted to run it by you. But I'm not sure we're gonna get the time right now.
Hey, it's all good.
But
I'll see it eventually.
yeah, you'll catch it on there, and then let me know what you think about it. Um, we got a short moment, and I don't even think I should be staying on here for too long personally because you've already got about 4 hours of um my ego and artistry. But
Man, you're really out here doing this like podcast fucking thing now.
bro, it's one of the things that just I find to be interesting and challenging at the same time.
So
Yeah.
find the thing that speaks to you like that, and you will master it.
Definite. It's just intriguing to see how many things can actually happen simultaneously while just just independent of each other kind of thing. So, you know, for the 8 people watching right now, you know what I mean? It just went from 4 to 8 as I looked up. That was crazy. That looked like some Matrix shit.
48 what viewers?
4 to 8 viewers, yeah.
Hey, shout out to the new 4 viewers.
4 new viewers, you know what I mean? What up? What up? We are talking to DKLonely. It is yours truly, DABLOCK, down to 5. It's all good. Um, but yeah. So what do you have planned aside from the music? Then is that
I have a book I'm working on, and
okay?
shout out to my friend Chris Bryant in the States. He's doing it. Like he's doing all the fucking imagery and the colors and that. I'm
Mhm.
very excited for it because it's my first. I mean, like I do love music, but I really feel like creative writing has always been right there with it.
Okay.
I find myself having creative ADHD, I guess, if you had to classify it, because my love and my drive keeps on being pulled between two different avenues. But I mean, I don't plan on giving up either, especially seeing as I have the fucking chance and the job to support myself through my creative and in endeavors comfortably while still, being able to make shit work on a day-to-day basis.
And that's the balance that a lot of people,
Need
not a lot of people, actually have the appreciation for or capacity for.
look
Everybody can do it, but it's just a matter of how many of them actually do.
because yeah, honestly, like because like after the obvious happened, rest in peace, Yuri. Um, I I took that time away from anything creative to focus on my like day to day life, and I worked and I worked and I tried and I tried and I failed and I failed and I made a mistake and I failed and I failed until I finally got what I have now. And
Okay.
because I did that for myself, because I put myself first in a very um, truthful way. I now have the comfort that I have because I worked on me.
Uh, uh,
So like I don't mean to like be elitist when I say this. In fact, I openly encourage anybody who's watching to take the time, whether it's like 6 months or a year, 3 years, whatever, to just work on them. Work on
mm.
them. You know, don't work on a girlfriend or don't work on, you know, like a fucking endeavor that you don't really like deep down. You know what I mean? Just take the time to focus on yourself and you will get to a similar plateau of comfort that I have, that Block has, that everybody has. You know?
Yeah. It's a truer words are rare. You know what I mean? Like there's few times where I can address anything if my personal life, if I have problems in my personal
Of course.
life. Jeez. Like something so simple as like warranty complications of corporate entities, or you know what I mean, just injustices, political complications, whatever. You know, advocating for someone's rights who have been overlooked. There's a lot that goes into what I'm doing behind the scenes, and I want to take the time to, I guess, thank you for coming out and seeing the behind the scenes and being a part of what's been going on without having any set expectations of it other than, you know, just to
Have fun.
have fun. You know what I mean? And the last year has been tumultuous. But
That's a very good way of putting that.
yeah, you know, was waiting for a time to use that word, but it's been a bit tumultuous, yeah, and but at the same time, like I feel like I've come out of it a better person overall because
Of course.
I'm doing more that is relevant to what I need to do.
That's right.
Like, and that's the only way I can put it. It's like I'm doing me, and although there are entities or individuals who have issue with that, as long as I'm doing me, it doesn't really matter what their issue is because it's not, I'm not conflicting with anyone, I'm not, you know what I mean, breeding any contempt. It's just living my life. And that's one thing I've noticed with you. It's like you've never really been as interested in some of these issues as you have been involved. So to know some of this information about the latest composition, I don't even know if you want to talk about it, but
Mm,
one of your latest compositions. Hmm.
Not at this time, but
Okay.
I can say that anything I do for me, not for anybody else.
Mm. Hmm. Yeah.
Whether my closest friends like it or don't like it, it doesn't matter. I have something to prove, and I'm better than that.
Mm. Hmm.
And I hope that everybody, again, has the strength to, you know, at least have that same look on themselves. Like, I have something to prove, and I'm better than that, you know, or this or whatever, you know.
Mm.
I
Mm.
was told by many people growing up until like recently, 4 days ago. I have the type of friends who tell me, "Hey, if you want to be successful, you have to surround yourself with successful people. That way they can push you to make moves to better yourself and to, you know, like get into a comfort with a wider range of benefits. And if you don't surround yourself with people who are better than you, then you won't improve. I know that. I mean, I can see that that may be a little black and white because everybody has strengths and weaknesses that we can all recognize and either perpetuate or bury within ourselves. But I mean, that still shouldn't stop you from wanting to improve yourself. That's the name of the game. That's That's the drive, right?
That's true. As you're talking, I'm just thinking about how I can make issue 8 actually of Culture Shock a better issue. And I think because it's Poetry International Poetry Month, that's what I'm going to focus on. So
Nice.
I'm going to get a poetry theme. I have 3 submissions already,
That's good.
4 submissions. So I'm a percentage of the way towards the end. I gotta figure out what I'm gonna include for imagery and things of that nature, and font, format, layout. But it's it's no different than layering an instrumental kind of thing, where you have to find the right components and like interlace them in a way that is visually appealing as opposed to auditorially appeasing. So it's just I think that's the next challenge for myself. That's become the most recent challenge for myself, and it's a motherfucker. I'll tell you. It's
By visually appealing, what do you mean?
like in the sense that when you look at it, it pulls you in as opposed to clashes with an expectation. Like I want people to see enough space that they can create their own idea, but enough content that they want to look for more. So I change up the format different. I've changed up a few of the things or the way I do it every month, and I like to think that I'm advancing in some ways, but maintaining the course of what got the attention in the first place.
That's certainly a very unique way of wording that. Yeah, I mean, see, I'm kind of at the other end of the spectrum where it's about choices.
Okay.
Like you can have all the equipment in the world. You can have all the mixing knowledge in the world, but if what you put in the DAW isn't good, what else is it?
Mm,
And I know good is subjective, okay?
yeah.
But my version of good is like something that is pleasing for me to hear personally, me. So like I can't really speak on your tastes or L's tastes or or Eric's tastes, let's say, because we all come from different parts of the tree when we're talking about hip hop and musical influence. But as long as I'd say it's just like a common thing, right? Like I mean, if you know how you want your beat to sound and you see how it's mapped out in your head, then the challenge is to just make it sound like you hear it al- already.
Which is hard if you don't possess the knowledge of instrumental composition.
That's right.
So you have people that will see other people do something and then want to be able to do it.
But anyway, what knowledge? What knowledge of
Ah,
and I mean, like I'm just asking to like just to get like a
well, there's many forms of it, but when I say knowledge, is there's people who have seen it done and people who do it. So for instance, I've seen instrumentals composed, but I've also composed instrumentals. Where there's people who have seen instrumentals composed and don't know how to compose instrumentals, but because they've seen it, they'll say, "Okay, you should do this" based on what they've seen, not realizing why it was done, and then in turn being or conflicted, feeling conflicted because it didn't go the way they thought it should based on what they had seen. For example, you're making a beat with a swing tempo. I, based on music theory, have seen it based on a standard tempo. You put it on an off beat. You put it on the end of the beat. I think it should be on the beat. We have a conversation based on the theory that it should go in a certain particular place where, or the actuality of it being able to go anywhere.
right.
So,
All right.
and that ties into like further conversation with, you know what I mean, the choices. Like I can choose to be an abrasive, ignorant rapscallion. I know, right? But I choose to the best of my ability, be, wait for it now, wait for it, an upstanding citizen. Because being ignorant towards other people isn't going to prove a point, but it's going to take away from the point that I'm trying to prove. So, like, it's almost like you deciding one side or another. Like, you want to prove a point, but do you want to use music, or do you want to use poetry, or do you want to use prose?
Okay.
To a degree, but like where it comes to how to portray certain aspects. But
Okay.
yeah.
I mean, uh, yeah, and like if you just know what choices you should make to better yourself, then everything will fall in place in time. But I think that to focus on negativity like that isn't like really me, you know, like people can say whatever the fuck they want about me, but like I'm still the same Chris from the block, like my block, not this block, but
Or dub block, because I had nothing to do with
that's right.
that.
Mountain Gate Gang represent.
Oh man.
North Side Niagara Falls, bud. Boom. Sorry, no, Northwest Side Niagara Falls. West Side, Northwest, whatever. I don't know how to do an N. Is this an N?
Geez, I've been like, you got to go like this. You got to go like something like that. You got to get the N from the W, and I'm backwards on this too. So like, I'd have to go like this. Some shit. I don't know. Either way, um, I better be careful nowadays. The way things spread, the way things go viral, I might walk outside. What you mean? What you mean, son? What you mean? Pop, pop. No, I hope not. Anyway, so the madness that happens, man, the madness that's going on right now with the whole global pandemic and everything shutting down, and again, like, I personally speaking, I said this when the first shutdown came. I said I'd rather you shut down until this shit was sorted out than have to shut down and open up and shut down and open up. But hey, who knows? Like, this is what, I don't even know what day it is. We're past a year of 2 weeks of shutting this down, and it's madness.
Yep. Happy anniversary to our 2 week flatten the curve.
Mm.
Oh, sorry, no, sorry. The fucking anniversary passed. It was
Yeah,
like last month.
like it's
Just 2 weeks though. Just another 2 weeks, we're good.
yep. Now it's a month, another month.
Just another month, and we're good.
Yep.
We're gonna get those numbers down.
Oh yeah.
And also, let's blame the youth because it's obviously the fucking youth's fault, right?
Oh well, they're carriers of it, aren't they?
100%.
They gotta.
They don't care about their family.
No,
Obviously not.
they don't know enough.
Just by living their everyday life how they should. Wow.
Yeah.
So inconsiderate. It's amazing.
It is. It's definitely like. And then here's the other thing, though. Let's talk about it for real. Let's talk about solving it. Let's talk about resolving these issues. You have people that are supposed to do something, and they have commissioned themselves to do that thing. So how is it that you're not taking care of those people that are looking to take care of us? You know what I mean? The factory workers and beyond that, and it's like the hospital workers and the delivery people, all of them. Like, what are their fail safes? Are they part of the problem because of the conditions they're working under?
As essential workers?
Yeah.
Who fucking knows? Who fucking knows? It doesn't fucking matter. It doesn't matter. As long as we just trust the government.
Now, I sense, and I want you to understand, if you don't, what sarcasm is, because that seemed to be a cunning degree of sarcasm
You
to
just
me.
gotta trust the government, man. That's it.
I I think you gotta listen to some of what the government's saying, but you definitely have to do your own research. Definitely. And that's something that a lot of people don't want to do. It's their own research. Do the research, people.
Come on.
Don't even listen to me just because I say to do the research. Research why I said you should do the research.
It's all good. Soon we'll all be on Satoshis and living life. Shout out Tommy Two Lungs again. You
Oh man.
know me.
Going in, going in.
God, I love knowing the people I know in life.
Well, there's gotta be benefits to it. Mm.
Such a genius move. So is Jay not supposed to be here right now? Like where's Jay?
Um, he right now is taking care of some family business.
So is he not savage enough for the Savage Circle? Like, am I his replacement? Am I his stand-in today?
I mean,
You,
like
you can be honest.
I think you are, because like you stand in for multiple people right now. I don't know what else saying. I was actually taking care of some family business as well, so
Oh right, it is
I,
the fucking Easter weekend after all.
yeah, I am also taking care of some family business, but it's just the family in the household. So it is what it is.
Come through for this interview and
Yeah,
hold it down for J and
yeah,
L.
yeah, man.
Shout out J and L.
Shout outs, you know what I mean?
Woo!
They've been holding it down for the last several weeks, you know what I mean? Fucking
Yeah,
L
that's
with the
for sure.
cooking, Jay with the behind the scenes, scene swapping and all of that stuff. So scene swapping and making the promo. Promo. Speaking of promo, let me hit y'all with this right quick because it has to be done. See if it works. You see them pepper, yeah? You know them, Mac? Soulicious pepper sauce. Too hot for tech. XX Inferno. We have two flavor. Bring one for your friend or even your neighbor. Soulicious pepper sauce. Look on the ingredient. No fat in it. And we have spices, yes. Soulicious pepper sauce. We have the niceness. Put it in your drink and spice it up, yes. Soulicious pepper sauce. We have apron too. So worth to eat. Just right for you. Go to the page.
Fucking restream.
There we go. And they switch this around.
Oh,
Yeah, there we go. All
good.
right. Yeah, restream. What up? How you doing? I guess we just clogged the system up a little bit, but it's all good. Um, yeah. Jay and L, they were definitely. L was actually part of the cooking show that we did earlier today.
So would you consider this like my third time appearing on the Tyrell Effect?
Well, technically, this falls under a different umbrella because we're not really discussing the music as much as we are, you know what I mean, freely speaking our opinions on the conversations that present themselves. So, yeah, it would be the third time on a podcast I've hosted.
So there's like candid conversations,
I wouldn't say so much.
savage, candid circle conversations.
Mm, you could say that if you wanted to make a gumbo of everything, like if I was doing like the music
Hey.
and
Hey,
you
gumbo
know,
is amazing.
gumbo is good actually with the okra in there and the cheese. I throw some cheese in mine. We'll play.
Bruh,
Throw some cheese in that gumbo.
where
And
were you
make
my
this,
whole life?
like I've been around, bro. I've been around. Been doing my
Where's
thing.
my dad?
He is like I'm still trying to figure that out. Oh wait, is that? Wait, no. I have gotten no response from my dude.
Fucking brilliant. My dad went for smokes and he never came back. I'm sad now. I'm actually gonna leave.
Dagger. Well, you know, we have been running this for this last month. I did 34 hours of podcasting.
Yeah, no shit.
This month I'm going to try and top that by at least an hour or so. But I'm not going to do it today, ladies and gentlemen. We have had a hell of a run for the day, and my dude's got other things that he's got to tend to. My other guest has not showed up, and oh, would you look at that? One of my Amazon orders has recently shipped. You son of a bitch. They told me yesterday I was supposed to get something, and then they're not sending it to me till tomorrow. It's all good though.
My screen totally looks like I'm like being interviewed in like a fucking CSI investigation or some shit. Like harsh lighting. Like he's on the spot.
Aren't you though? Savage. But yeah, I gotta work on some elements of this, but hey, what can I say? It's just another day. My lighting seems to be a little complimentary, except for the fact that the light's shining right the fuck off my glasses.
So why the fuck do you get the good lighting?
Bro, honestly, if I don't have this much light on me, you are not seeing me. I'm blending in with my sweater, and that's about it. Like,
well, that is an awesome sweater.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie, it is.
Would you not want to be Optimus Prime?
Man, like the irony of it is, a week or two after I bought the sweater, I got the fucking helmet.
True.
Yeah. So,
just keeping it real for the folks,
Don't play. I put my mind to something and I make it happen. So, like, the only way to go is up. Check out the Expose the North website, sharetheshock.ca.
That's it. Check it out.
Check out DKLonely, DKLonely, DKLonely.
Lonelli.
Lonelly. Lonley. Lonely. Jeez. On all streaming platforms, you got that what's that album called?
New Beginnings.
New Beginnings, the instrumental album out there. And I get that while it's there because you never know what could happen to it, man. This man has a multitude of talents. He's got a lot going on. There's a lot going on, and DKLonely is a part of it. So you know what I mean.
That's it. Making these moves.
His ascension right now to editor or to author is just a matter of evolution. So
that's right.
Check it out.
Got a beat going in my head right now because I don't give a fuck.
All right. So that being said, for my Savage Circle socialites or social ambassadors, this is the block. Bless up. We out.